The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subarai Productions.
Hello everybody and welcome to another Tokutalk. What are we talking about this week? Marcus?
Okay. What should Hasbro adapt next? We're getting closer to when they're going to end up announcing the next season, because they tend to do that in February now.
So what should be the next season of Power Rangers?
Because is it Power Morphicon soon? That's usually when they do it.
I thought it was Power Morphicon was in the summer.
Either way, we'll end up knowing eventually when...
Power Morphicon is when they announce the cast.
Oh, yeah. Either way, what should Hasbro adapt next? We have several shows that they could possibly do. We have Tokuger, Zooger. I was going to say Ninja, but they did that.
So Tokuger, God, you got me doing that.
Tokuger,
Zooger,
Zooranger, Q-Ranger.
Q-Ranger. Huh?
You said Z-Ranger.
Sorry, Q-Ranger.
Going back to MVR days now.
Yeah, reboot!
They're doing it again for the next movie, so why not?
We also have Lupat, and we have Ryu Soldier.
Which I've heard rumors that they're going to go with Ryu Soldier.
And I'd rather they not.
Because dinosaurs.
Because we just came off a Dino Charge. Anyway.
It's more dinosaurs.
We have several choices as to what they could do next.
Is it me, or do they just seem hell-bent on avoiding any season with an Orange Ranger?
It's not just you.
They've been accomplishing
That seems to be the case.
Because they out of the fucking 5 options, 3 of them have an Orange Ranger, one of which they could get away with doing and not use the Orange Ranger. How much footage is in Zooger?
Some story stuff.
I was going to say they could also do Q-Rangers, but just cut Scorpio out.
No, you can't.
Yeah, it's actually impossible for them to do that.
Well,
he's in almost every single suited fight scene.
It'll be all original footage. Just to avoid using an Orange Ranger.
They don't have the budget for that.
Instead, he's brown.
No, that's Ryu Soldier.
They're going to recolor him brown.
We're getting brown and Ryu Soldier.
They're orange washing. Dang it. When will they learn?
When will we get the citrus that we asked for?
And I don't want to hear
scurvy.
I don't want to see a single fucking comment about SPD. I swear to God.
Yeah, that doesn't really count.
Fantasy.
That was literally
he had a dream sequence where he was in spacesuit with an orange color.
Oh.
God damn.
With a number 0.
With a number 0 on his chest.
Because that's where he ended up.
No, where he ended up was Ninja Steel.
Well, he died on the inside. But yeah, what should they adapt next?
What do you think, Marcus?
I feel like the most obvious choice would end up being Key Rangers. Solely because of...
the marketability of how many fucking suits you have.
How many toys.
How many action figures. How many... Yeah, the marketability of Q Ranger is so obvious.
And they could do a completely original mech by getting rid of the one that's all the balls.
They won't do that, you know.
God, that mech was trash.
I loved that mech.
The Q-Tama one?
Yeah. The main mech. Like...
No, not that. I'm talking about the all Q-Tama one.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you just meant in, like, all their mechs in general.
Oh, no.
Trash.
I'm talking about specifically the Q-Tama one that makes you die on the inside.
Yeah, a little bit.
It looks like a fever dream.
I mean...
Anyway.
It's not the worst one. It's not the worst mech we've had.
No.
Not Ninja. Ninja. And, like, Shinkenger would like a word with you, and Goanger would like a word with you.
But I feel like just from a pure marketability standpoint, that one could work. They could I'm not going to say directly translate the story, but it would be a good one for them to do, coming from the other direction.
Yeah. I don't think they're ever going to adapt Tokuger. I don't think they're ever going to.
We can't never say never.
I just don't think it's going to be the smart... I don't think from a business standpoint it would ever be a smart decision, because you can't make trains cool in America.
I disagree.
Let me rephrase. On a big market, you can't make trains cool in America. There are train-loving children.
I was one of them.
They are not the majority.
Well, people who love Power Rangers aren't the majority either.
He has a point.
But why would we go for the minority of a minority?
If it's a good show, if they're cool toys, who knows?
If the toys sell well.
But the thing is, if they're trains, they're taking the risk of them not selling well because they're trains.
The problem with the trains one is the fact that toys don't really do much.
No. Back and forth.
Because, I mean, yeah, you could have the changer, unless they end up splitting it up where they have the changer and the Zord in the same pack. Like, or maybe the changer could be used for that. A lot of this is coming down to marketability and how they can end up selling this.
And I see why they're, like, the rumors are all saying that Ryu Soldier is going to be the next one because
dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs are very marketable. Medieval Knights are marketable.
But saturation.
Yeah.
We're just coming off of Dino Charge.
Dino Charge was, what, 3 years ago?
A little bit longer. But
and this show would be airing in 2021?
Yeah.
You'd also be facing competition with Jurassic World 3 in the dinosaur toy market.
That's also a valid point. But
I don't know that would have any bearing on it whatsoever in terms of competition, but if you put those two major dinosaur things on the market at the same time.
But you know what is also very marketable?
What?
Space travel! Sorry.
You really want them to do Q Ranger?
I love Q Ranger.
You didn't.
What about Q Ranger do you think would make it... What do you think would make it a good Power Ranger show?
Well, as we already discussed, the marketability of having so many Rangers out of the get-go, in the mechs and everything, the weapons, because that weapon is a marketability dream. Look at how many different versions it has.
So much when it ends up coming to that weapon.
And I just, again, because oversaturated dinosaurs, and it's such the obvious choice to do.
Yeah.
Because what kid didn't go, I want to be an astronaut at one point in their life? What kid doesn't look up at the stars and go, I want to go that way? It's just... Well, maybe now it's just because kids are too busy on their goddamn phones looking at Twitter.
Playing Minecraft. And you know what has Minecraft?
Zoo.
Playing Fortnite where you build shit. I mean, people, Minecraft still makes a lot of money.
Minecraft, I think, is still like the highest selling game in 2019 and beat out Fortnite.
So, Zoologia isn't the most unmarketable thing.
I'm not saying it's not, but
I feel
but I would like to point out that the changes are still based off of Rubik's Cubes.
People like Rubik's Cubes. People like puzzles.
They still sell Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah. Like those 20-sided Rubik's Cubes where people just die.
Yeah.
There are people who can solve them with one hand tied behind their back.
Yep. They open it and the Necronomicon spouts out.
There are people
It's the box from Hellraiser.
There are people who are fucking Rubik's Cube magicians. Those are fucking nuts.
But it's just like we have like you said, Q Ranger is the easiest to market.
I think out of the ones you both have mentioned so far, I think Q Ranger would be the best choice.
Yeah. It's the easiest to market.
I don't know about easiest to market, but I think it's got the most potential.
Yeah, they can market Loot Pat too, Cops and Robbers.
We haven't talked about that one at all, and I feel like that problem ends up coming in its own adaptation. Do they want
children to root for thieves?
Yeah.
Valid.
That's the main problem with Loot Pat. I would love for them
I think it depends on how you write it, because...
It really depends on how you write it.
Because if you turn them into...
Kids cheer for Aladdin, he's a thief.
If you turn them into like Robin Hood type characters, that could work. And
but then the police would still be in the bad guys in this.
Not necessarily. The police are told to, it could be a instance of
the chief is the main bad guy.
Yeah, corruption. It could be a story about corruption. The 3 Pacer Rangers aren't necessarily villains, but they have to follow orders. Once once they learn of what's going on, the 2 teams team up. Put me in the fucking writer's room.
Like, gasp. That'd be great, though. Just to have that inside mole that, in all honesty, really could have ended up working better if they did that in Loot Pat, but Loot Pat was much more about characters.
Yeah. Anyway,
merging.
But, like, you can spin that to make Loot Pat marketable.
Yeah.
Also, they're based off of Gentleman Thieves, Lupin, and all of that.
Persona 5.
Persona 5, especially with Royal coming out.
Yeah. See, there's marketability there.
Not the kids play Persona 5, but...
Not supposed to. There's a giant dick monster.
Is there really?
Yes.
Yeah. Game's rated M for a reason, folks.
Yeah.
I did not know it was rated M, honestly.
They're all rated M.
The game is great.
Word.
The game is so great. It's so weird, but it's so good.
Anyway.
You know what I think they should adapt?
What?
Something that isn't a Sentai.
That's impossible.
It isn't, and I'll tell you why. Think about it. Kamen Rider Gaim. Kamen Rider Gaim, bruh!
But they don't own
The potential is there. You have a lot of characters. You have a lot of toys that you can make. You have a story that you could feasibly adapt about brotherhood, about working together, about friendships splitting apart.
But
what?
Toei refuses
Toei refuses.
to
Toei
give
did-
up the copyright.
yeah, Toei hasn't given Hasbro or anybody the copyright.
Actually, Toei just put in the copyright for the toys and some other stuff for Kamen Rider, but not anything for a show. They refused to give up the rights for the show because of the last 2 times.
We'll call it something else.
What?
They can't. That means making an original show.
Fruit Heroes. Call it whatever you want.
But they still had to
They
get the
can't use.
copyright.
They can't use the suits. They
It's
can't,
a pipe dream!
We're gonna clog your pipe dream.
Yeah.
It already is.
We're gonna
It
call
always
that pipe
is.
hard.
Yeah, you just take a big dump in it.
Yep.
Got to. Toei refuses to give the copyright up for Kamen Rider because of the
It's
last
still
2 times.
something I'd like to see.
I would like to see it too.
But-
I'm just realistic.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's no ironclad written in stone rule that says they can't change their policy.
Yeah. Then.
Yeah, they haven't yet. I'm not saying they can't in the future.
I mean, he has a point because
But that's also
could have had this.
that's also an extremely Japanese way of looking at things from a business perspective. Oh, it didn't work. Burn it to the ground. Never use it again.
I mean, yeah.
They do that. They do that a lot.
Anyway,
They did that.
I think Q Ranger is the best option.
That drives me nuts.
Ryu Soldier is I'm not saying is a bad option.
I just don't want to do it again.
It's just there are better.
Like Q Ranger.
Like, honestly, like any of the other things except Tokuger. Tokuger is a bad option in my opinion.
It just, yeah, I feel like
I just kind of it.
that one just doesn't work as well anymore.
It doesn't work as well in this country. Like, I didn't think Shinkenger would ever be a good adaptation
It wasn't.
for Power Rangers. And I don't think you could have spun it because it's the wrong culture. They fucking tried and they failed miserably, burned that to the ground.
I think there's a way they could have done it better.
By making everyone Japanese and AKA just dubbing it.
No, I was gonna say, well,
I'll agree with casting more Asian people in the...
having Japanese actors or Asian actors, but also using it as a way to teach.
We did
using
talk
it
about
as
this.
a yeah, we talked about this, I believe, in the How We Would Fix, but
Yeah.
That's fair.
that's what I think.
We should get back
But
to
who
that
watches
series.
Power Rangers to learn?
I learned how to punch things.
I learned how to
You
do
can learn that from fucking Drag... Anyway,
I learned how to do the opposite of what they were doing in Samurai
fair enough.
by just watching Shinkenger instead, which is the same but better.
I don't think there's really anything else we can say.
No, but
What season do you think they should adapt next? Oh, we didn't. There's one thing we didn't talk about. Backwards. Jetman.
yes, they should adapt Jetman and just put it in HD.
You know what they should adapt? Akiba Ranger.
That would honestly be hilarious.
They need to adapt Akiba Ranger.
Kids won't watch it, but it's not for them. Akiba Ranger.
Don't make this for kids.
Yeah.
Put it on Netflix.
Akiba
Make
Ranger,
a TV-14 rated show. Put it on Netflix.
honestly,
And do a spoof of
Power Rangers.
no, a spoof of like nerd culture, a spoof of weebs. Make fun of weebs.
Make a, I
Do
agree with
that.
all of that except make it TVMA instead of TV14. Go
either
big or go
one,
home.
either one would work. I'm just
Go
saying.
big or go home.
Netflix is an option. Adapt Akiba Ranger and do a satire. Do a spoof.
That would honestly be hilarious.
Make it about a bunch. Make it
Put
about.
us in the writer's room.
Make it about 3 people who say grew up watching Power Rangers and are stuck in childhood fantasies, or at least one of them is, about how great it was, but then they get the opportunity to become heroes. Turns out it's a lot harder than they thought,
But don't
and it's
remove
all
the-
stupid.
But don't remove the Fujoshi aspect because that was still the funniest episode of that goddamn
Oh, they'll
show.
probably keep it in. They should keep it in.
Yeah.
And keep in the drunk episode.
Oh, absolutely.
That was the same episode.
It gets touched on a few more times, but yeah.
Those are our thoughts. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, follow us on all the things. Is this going up tomorrow?
I don't know when it's going up.
Fuck, I hate you. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.